YouTube? Welcome back to American Dilly, man. Today we got Savannah Dexter in the house. How y'all doing?
Hey y'all.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So y'all been. You told me you were in the studio today, right? So were you guys finalizing, or were you mixing and mastering? What were you doing today?
We were mixing the rest of my album.
Oh, nice.
We're excited about that. It's gonna be matched within the next couple days.
Cool.
So, yeah.
And that's February 5th, right?
February 5th.
February 5th, right before Valentine's. So, you know, a lot of dudes obsessed with you right now can get the album for their girlfriends. A lot of women can just get the album and enjoy it because I don't know. I think it's awesome. Now, I watched you last night on Instagram, and what I really liked this, you know, being the father of daughters, I liked the female fans that got to talk with you. And of course they're younger, you know, like 11, 12, 13. How does it feel to like be a role model? And like I said, being a father, I wouldn't mind my 11, 12, or 13-year-old actually looking up to somebody like you. Like, the music's wholesome, the image is pure. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean? If somebody has a problem with you, you go off on it. But you handle it, I don't know, it's like classy. It's not like rap music. You get what I'm saying? How does that feel for you?
I appreciate you saying that, Dilly. Honestly, it's a dream come true. I think ever since I was little, I just wanted to help others. And so now I'm like in this light, and it's kind of crazy to see all these little ones. I mean, I get like little videos on the daily on Instagram of like little babies like rocking to me, and I'm like, what? It's an amazing feeling. You know, I believe in being a strong, independent woman, and so I hope that I can, you know, be a role model for these little ones. Let them know that they don't need to take anybody. You know, I'm honestly shocked that parents let the little ones listen to some of my songs, but I'm all for it. So it feels amazing. I'm happy to be in the position that I'm in.
Definitely. I mean, and truthfully, like you said, I know you're surprised because, I mean, some of the songs, but like I said, I'm a father of daughters, and I want them to be strong. So when they go out there, if someone does mess with them, like I tell my daughter that too. If she gets messed with in school or whatever, I'm like, you gotta tell those people just to F off. You know what I mean? And she's like, I can't say that, Daddy. I'm like, you can say it if the time's right. I'm not telling you to go curse the world out, but I'm telling you, like, if somebody's messing with you, what are you gonna do? Just sit there? And so I definitely think that it's awesome, the role model you're portraying for these young women, because, I mean, let's be honest, in rap music, it's kind of hard to find a positive female role model, you know what I mean?
And the world's cruel nowadays, man.
Yes.
So people gotta learn to stick up for themselves.
Yes, definitely. So, I know with Raise Hell, like, I know that was the outcoming song, like, that's what you guys prepared for that. That was the first time I saw Savannah Dexter was it was like you and Bravo's wife. You guys had the bottle of wine. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it reminded me of my wife and her friends, like, on the front porch, like, talking. I was like, I'm intrigued. I have to know what the song sounds like. What were your expectations though, like, before that song came out? Like, I know, like, before that it was, you know, you were making music. So did you feel like, how is this gonna do when people hear it? You know what I mean?
Honestly, I didn't have any expectations at all. I was very nervous. Never expected, like, when I was little and dreamed of this, you know, part of my life where I did music, never thought I'd come out with a song like that. So whenever we decided to do it, I was like, okay, no expectation. Either people are gonna love it or they're gonna hate it. Like, there's really no in between. So I'm like, this could go really right or really wrong. I'm just gonna let it take its course. And then it did, and then I was like, whoa, this is really happening. People like this song. Okay. It was crazy. I don't know.
So it definitely exceeded what you were thinking about, definitely.
Tenfold, yes.
Tenfold. I mean, it's definitely, to see how many people said, like, oh, that's my favorite song. Don't get me wrong, that is a awesome song. But I like the other side of Savannah Dexter too. I liked Cinderella. You know what I mean? I like the songs with Adam Calhoun. I like when you sing. Like I always say that in the reaction videos. Like, oh, here comes the harmony. Like I like that feel, but I like the fact you can switch it up. So I mean, the Savage fans are a fan base that is just like they've just gravitated to you, and they just feel like, and I like what you do. You relate with them. You do the lives and stuff. You know, they're definitely fans that I don't know. There's some artists out there on big labels. There's some artists that have been out there for years that have not amounted to this fan base. You know what I mean? Like, how does that just resonate with you? Because these they're awesome. I can't lie. Like, I'm in the chat rooms and I'm like, wow.
My fans are the best fans that are out there. No hate to anybody else. I just feel like they're a big family. Like, I'll go on my Facebook fan page and they literally sit in there and like talk all day long, and it's so like heartwarming. I don't think I expected that. You know, I mean, I've never been in this position, so I had no idea how it is. I just always wanted to make it a point to make all of them feel like I'm just another human. Like I'm no better or bigger than they are. I'm there for them just as they are for me. It's an amazing feeling. Obviously you guys know at this point, I didn't grow up with like a super tight-knit family. I don't have a lot of friends. I was never that cool girl. Now I kind of feel like I'm a cool girl. Like I talk to them on a daily basis. Like, I really do. I have a lot of fans that are in my DMs all the time. I try to get back to a lot of them. I know at some point it'll probably be a lot for me, but I love my fans. They're the best ever. It's a great feeling. And they're some hard savages. Like, nothing gets by them. Like, nothing. Not one comment. If anybody says anything, they're like, attack. I'm like, okay, guys. It's a calm down.
Yeah, no, I saw that, and especially like just with I mean, I know the way YouTube is, and just anything that doesn't match, because you're transparent. So I was telling my wife about this today, like with your story on Facebook or Instagram and with your posts and stuff, you let fans see it. So it's almost like every day, you know, when they wake up, they can check out Savannah Dexter, boom, and, you know, you woke up, you know, you're eating healthy, or we're working out today, or, you know what I mean? They can follow you, and actually, like I said, it's a positive role model. So, no, nothing gets by them. They're like, hold on now. You said that, that doesn't go with what I...
Telling me on that post when I had my feet up on the couch, people were telling me, like, you need to take your feet off the couch. Like, I'm like, first of all, it's my friend's couch. He doesn't care. And, man, they were on. Leave her alone. You don't need to be telling her what to do with her feet. I'm like, oh, my gosh, y'all.
Exactly. And I think that's the best thing for an artist to be transparent. I think that is just, that resonates so much deeper than, it resonates deeper with whatever, you know what I mean? And I like that. Speaking of, like Bravo, like you were talking about growing up and stuff. How did you, like, seriously, how did you meet up with Mako Music? Like, how did this come into be?
So a few years ago, actually, I'm in the studio currently. Okay, So a few years ago, I came to this studio to kind of start working in the music industry. I was like, I got to get my foot in the door somehow. I did a little song for my grandparents because I wanted it to be their Christmas present. So I did that. Nothing came of it. I just gave it to them, moved on, went back in the serving industry. And then I was down Fort Myers, and I got a call from one of the guys who worked here. And he was like, Sav, like, I have this great opportunity for you. Like, there's this guy, Bravo, right? And he's going to do this music video. And okay, so I was in Fort Myers. I get this call. They need a choreographed dance for a music video. And they needed, like, a little country, a little hood. And he was like, you're the perfect girl. Like, you need to link up with him. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like, I was just talking yesterday about how I'm going to get back into the music industry and really try to actually chase my dreams. So I get a call from Bravo the next day, and he's like, "Hey, where are you located?" I'm like, "Fort Myers." He's like, "That's what my business partner's down there, and I'm coming down there tomorrow." I was like, "Oh, like, okay." Literally
Perfect.
9 for me.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, we met at dinner, and I think we maybe talked 5 minutes about the video. He started asking questions about, like, my singing and whatnot, and he was like, "Listen, I have a studio, like, back up this way." He was like, "You can pack your bags and come start working." And I was like, "Bet, I'll be there." And him and his business partner were like, "Yeah, whatever, like, we don't believe you. You know, everybody says they want it, but you're..." They didn't know who they were talking to, so I packed my bag, and I think I came up, like, 2 days later, and it's been up ever since. We haven't stopped working.
I love it. I love the work ethic. I posted a video. I was like, do these guys ever sleep? Every time I see you, you're working on some sort of music, or you're working to, like, better yourself. Like, I'm like, do they ever sleep? You know, I know the album is coming out February 5th. I do know that. But I saw that you have another album in the making, and then possibly one after that already, like, going. Like, how is the albums coming out for you?
Oh yeah, we got a lot of songs going. So the first album was supposed to drop in, like, September. It was held off for good reasoning, I promise. But I was kind of like, okay, well, if I'm making them wait this long, I'm going to add to it. You know what I'm saying?
That's perfect.
So I added songs to it, and I was like, well, this one's completed. Well, we're going to keep making music. I mean, I'm not ever going to stop doing that. So the more I was in the studio, the more songs kept coming out. And, I mean, we're almost done with the second one. We're on to the third one. So the second one will more than likely drop really soon after the first one.
That's awesome. So 2021 is going to be, like, the year of the Savage, pretty much.
Or it's going to be a crazy year. I'm very excited to see what it has in store for it.
So how is it, like I said, all this has happened, you know what I mean? How is it, does it feel like a change? Like, I know from what you were doing before you came into the studio and started working, like, how has that changed for you, or has it changed for you? And is it just like, I got a good job now and I'm good for myself, or does it make you feel like something's changing?
I mean, my life has definitely drastically changed over the past 6 months. Yeah, it kind of feels like a new job, but at the same time, I do not feel like I'm working, but also at the same time, it's the hardest I've ever worked in my entire life. I truly enjoy what I do. I love being in the booth. I love writing. I love being on camera. You know, I love shooting music videos. I love being on stage. I love talking to fans. I mean, it gets overwhelming, but there's never a time where I'm like, I want to stop or I want to give up. You know, I'm living my dream, and I'm blessed to be able to say that. Oh, let me hit this. So, yeah, it's definitely a lot of change. I've noticed a lot of change in myself. Just characteristic traits. I definitely don't make anyone shit anymore. I'm a tougher person, but I'm also more tender-hearted. So, yeah, a lot of change, but good change. It's definitely not like any other job. So
That's awesome. And the people, like you've already talked about, the fans, like, the people are just resonating to it amazingly, and just, I don't know, they just it's like you're a magnet, and they're just drawn to you based on the stories you tell in your songs and the messages that you portray. Now, I know some of them, like you said, you do make those hard rap albums that are like, yes, I'm a rapper, I'm here, you better not mess with me. But the soft side is like, you give the fans a message that they can relate to. Like, there's a lot of situations that you have talked about that a lot of people go through, but they might not want to talk about it. So how does that make you feel that they're just like, you know, you're pretty much the voice for these things that they didn't want to talk about before, but they might hear the Savannah Dexter album and be like, you know what? I do need to talk about that. Like, that did happen to me. Like, I'm not going to take this sitting down, you know what I mean? Because, you know, she's a tough girl, and I'm a tough girl too now. Or dudes. I don't know. I'm a tough dude now. However.
Let them fool you. It's a blessing, man. A lot of you know now, I grew up, I did not have a voice. It was like, shut up, don't speak unless you're spoken to. You know, you have a right to your emotions. You can't say no, like, you do what I tell you. I became a people pleaser. And it got me into a lot of shit in my life. And I realized, like, something was wrong. Like, something's got to change, you know? One of the main reasons why I wanted to do music was to be a voice for people who don't feel like they have one. So it's a crazy experience to be able to write my story and have so many people relate, you know, and thank me for speaking on things that they haven't been able to. But I just hope people realize that I was that person myself. I mean, I went so long just holding in all of these emotions and all of these things. And finally, it was almost like I just threw up. Like, I was just able to, like, get it all out. And then, you know, like you said, it's resonated with everybody. It's an amazing feeling. But I'm just happy to be able to be a voice for people because I didn't have one.
That's inspirational right there. I know people hearing that will just be like, yes, like, yes, that is, yes. So I know, like I said, I know Raise Hell. I know you came out with a diss track, you know, or a beef or whatever it was. You know, it's in the past. What are your feelings though, like, about beef or collaborations? I know personally myself, I feel like it's just awesome when artists get together. You know what I mean? If they can. And so, like, what are your you know, because I know some artists are just like, well, I'm just going to beef with everybody and become the biggest person I can because I'm going to destroy them. Or what are your feelings on, like, just, I don't know, collaborating and building fan base like that? Because when you collaborate, you do gain fans from people they had. They get, you know. What are your feelings on that?
I'm all for collaboration. I mean, you've seen, I've worked with some pretty big artists at this point. Blessed to have been able to. And I enjoyed every moment of it. You know, I never once thought about, like, what I was going to gain off of it. It was more of the memories that were being made. And I now have relationships with all of these people, and I'm able to go to them for advice, you know, because I'm new to this. So it's nice to be able to have those people to lean on. I'm all for collaborations. I would love to work with other artists. I'm very open to it. As far as beef, you know, kind of a touchy subject just because, like I said, I didn't have a voice my whole life. I have a voice now. So if I have something to say, if you get my name in your mouth and you have, for some reason, you have a problem with me, which I don't know why or how someone really would now because I don't have any issues with anybody at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you feel the need to have my name in your mouth and you kind of want to, you know, stir that up, I'm not going to just sit down and shut up. No, I have a voice now and I will use it. Like I always say, I take it to the mic. I'm not really somebody who likes to go on Instagram or talk, whatever, and I won't stir it myself. Like, I've never been the one to just go and stir the pot and see if somebody wants to fight back. But if you say something about me, I will gladly, I don't want to say retaliate, but I will gladly respond. But I don't prefer that route. I am a friendly gal. I like being friends with everybody. I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter. But, you know, don't get that twisted, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, don't take my kindness for weakness. No, I get it. I get it, definitely. And I think that is something else that young women can look up to. You know what I mean? Because it's like, no, I don't start the fight, but best believe I'm going to engage and I'm going to finish it. You're not gonna, you know what I mean? You're not gonna drag me through the mud and I'm just gonna take it. I don't think young ladies should have to do that. So that's Oh man, I'm sorry. That is inspirational to me. That is awesome. So concerts coming up. It looks like COVID's not stopping you guys. I've been looking at I've seen you do some shows. Don't get me wrong. It's probably slowing you down, not getting as many as you would have. But it doesn't look like it's stopping. And you did say that you got the album release party coming. And I mean, last night you were saying like it's gonna be a party, y'all. You know. So how are concerts coming? I mean, I know you say you were just talking to a promoter right now. So I mean, are you guys planning like the Savage, I guess, tour? You know.
Eventually, yes. Again, I've been blessed in that realm. My first concert at Moccasin Creek was phenomenal. I mean, I had a blast. I have been so blessed with all of the different venues, the people who have showed up. The crowds have been amazing. You know, we respect COVID, but at the same sense, you know, we're all family, and everybody just kind of decides to be together. So I love being on the stage, and I can't wait for the album release party. It's going to be so much fun. Eventually, we will have a Savages tour, but that's pending. So whenever that happens, I'll be more than happy to share with everybody.
Definitely. It does look like I said, it looked like, I mean, you had people on there last night from Australia. I mean, I was like, holy smokes. Like you.
It blows my mind. I'm like, what? All the way over there? That's insane.
You're overseas already. You know what I mean?
That's so crazy to me.
Yeah, and you didn't, you know, like I said, I don't even think it's a bad thing that you didn't, you know, if the label doesn't work for you, it looks like Mako's working for you. So you're already touching overseas. So why even, why mess with the recipe? Obviously, y'all's recipe's good. You have done a lot of songs with artists that I love personally. Like I said, I love Adam Calhoun, love Jelly Roll. Was a big fan of Bravo Gator growing up. Like, you've done songs with like so many. Like, I'm just already like, wow, she's already in the community. But are there dream collaborations? Like, is there anybody, like, I know you said music was a dream for you. So is there like a collaboration where you're just like, man, one day I want to do a song with that person? You know, are there dream collabs out there for you?
I mean, okay, so you know I have two sides of me. So like for the country side, I've always dreamed of like Carrie Underwood or like Martine McBride. I've watched them since I was little. Also Christina Aguilera. Oh my gosh, I would fangirl.
I love them, yeah.
I love like Mulatto, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B. Like, really can't go wrong with any of those people. I'd be able to breathe around them, but you know, maybe one I'll have the opportunity to do that.
Definitely. That would be awesome. And like you said, I mean, music is already here. Like you've made your name. You are already doing your thing. So to see you do songs with just like other people, fans just love it. Like it doesn't, you know, you could do a song with a no-name person, fans would love it. You know what I mean? Because you do have so much passion in your music and stuff. So I think that's just awesome. I really do. It's a Dilly interview. It's a Dilly interview. So I have a super deep question.
Okay.
When you're, you know, hanging and you got some relaxed time, what is your favorite liquor? Like, what is your favorite drink of choice? Like, what do you just enjoy? Like, what just is a quick pour up for you?
Okay, this is gonna be really weird. I found this a couple years ago. I don't know. I was sitting at a bar and I was like, honestly, I don't like liquor. Like
Oh no, you froze up.
Wine's my best. Not really a big fan of liquor, but this one day I was like, oh, I need something different. So, grapefruit vodka, water, and a lime.
Grapefruit.
It's like liquor drink.
Now my wife's a big fan of the flavored vodkas. Grapefruit though, I've never had that in the house. Might have to try that.
Or she needs to try it. I promise. Deep Eddies is the best one, but there's a Kettle one. It's alright. Deep Eddies is better.
Yeah, grapefruit vodka, water, and a lime.
And a lime.
Man, you just blew my mind. Honestly, I'm a whiskey guy.
Weird.
I'm a whiskey guy. Like, when I talked to Bravo, we were talking about whiskeys and stuff. So, hey, you blew my mind, man. You blew my mind. That's.
Ball, peanut butter, whatever it's called, is really yummy.
It is. Yeah, the peanut butter whiskey blew me away. That doesn't taste like whiskey to me. I drank a whole bottle in a night, and I felt really bad about it. But I felt good in the morning. I don't know.
Yeah, by itself. Like, that's the one that I can drink, like, on ice or just pour it up straight. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, being who you are, I know, like I said, like we've talked about it through the interview, a lot of people are looking up to you. What about young people who are trying to get into the music industry? Because I know there's a lot of them, and the reason they look up to artists is because, like, you've done it. What do you have any advice for them? Like, do you have anything to say to them that might, change the way that they're kind of trying to navigate through this?
I could say a couple things. Obviously, never give up. If you have a dream and a passion, you really shouldn't be doing it for the outcome. Just do it for yourself and the people who do hear you, right?
Yeah.
But also, people tell you no, don't stop. Don't let that get you down. I was told no numerous times, whether that be old friends, relationships, family members. I tried out for The Voice. Like, I was told no.
Wow.
By people, but I didn't stop, and now here I am. So you got to keep pushing. You got to keep grinding. It's all mindset. Don't stop.
You tried out for The Voice?
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't take you?
Mm-mm.
What is wrong?
It's a long process. Don't just go up in front of the judges.
Oh.
Like, that's not how it works. You go through one section, you get a ticket, then you go through another section, you get a ticket, then you go through another section, and then you go in front of the judges. Like, it's a long process that they don't show you on TV. They make it look like it's super easy. It's not at all.
Wow. Well, I bet those people are looking back like, Jesus, what did we do? We did something wrong. No, that's awesome. That is awesome. Like, everything you're doing is just amazing. I'm so happy that we got to do the interview. I've been chatting with Bravo, you know what I mean? This has been a good little minute in the making, but I know you guys are busy, man, and I really appreciate you taking the time with me just to talk to the fans, really, because that's like I told you guys last night, this is a hobby for me. I had to find something to do. And I love talking to you guys and seeing what you're doing, and truthfully, it's motivational for me too, just to see like what you guys are doing, and yeah, I just appreciate all of it.
We appreciate you, Dilly, a lot. Like I said, we watch all of your videos. We love your reactions, love your channel. So we appreciate everything you do.
Oh man, well, that means so much to me. Thank you so much for thank you so much for joining me and just doing this for the fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for allowing me to be on here.
Awesome. All right, American Dilly, there you have it. That was Savannah Dexter. Like I said, 2021 is going to be crazy. Y'all better like and subscribe to her before you like and subscribe to me if you like this video. And just check it out, man, because I'm telling you, this girl is going to be something to be reckoned with in the future, man. She really is. So, y'all have a great night. This was American Dilly. I am out.
Bye, y'all.
America.